Hello everyone, and welcome to today's presentation on understanding corporate social responsibility in Amazon. CSR has become a significant concern for business worldwide, often intersecting with profitability and corporate reputation. Today, we'll delve into Amazon's CSR initiative, its impact on profitability, as well as the findings of our integrated management research project. The corporate social responsibility has gained traction among the corporate leaders, aiming to foster its positive interactions while enhancing the reputation of the Amazon. Amazon stands out due to its global recognition, evolving the CSR policies, and transparency in its reporting. Amazon has significantly in Amazon has significantly increased its CSR funding as a part of its enterprise-wide effort to interact positively with its stakeholders and also to reshape its image and reputation after this company has faced criticism for labor practices or environmental issues. In terms of CSR measures, the company has always promised to take a new project of 700 million by upskilling a program for the staff and also a 2 billion affordable housing fund. The research aim is has been Amazon's CSR has been contributing to its financial success. When its share price fell by 12% in 2014-15, the company was facing boycotts and reputation damage due to its poor working conditions and its distribution centers. Now, but after the implementation of CSR program, the level of public fees was reconstructed, and the country introduced a revolutionary era of prosperity. The objectives of this research are to examine the CSR's evolution in profit-driven enterprises, as well as its efforts against profit-driven ambitions, and also its influence on reputations, stakeholder interactions, and financial performance. And the last objective is to evaluate the CSR's implementation challenges. Coming to the data collections, the data used in this research are a literature review analysis method has been used to collect the data. And the sources collected through the literature survey was screened based on abstracts and keywords of the articles. And altogether, almost 6 articles were finalized. And the keywords which were used are the CSR and financial performance, CSR in Amazon. Peer-reviewed research articles have been selected to ensure the reliability of the collected data. This is a table summary of the data which is collected. Coming to the corporate responsibility and financial performance, the first objective. Here the qualitative research has been used, method has been used, and the next one is the integration of CSR in the business strategy. In this, the qualitative method was used. It involves understanding the innovation-oriented strategy for a business to engage in social responsibility. And the next research focuses benefits of corporate social responsibility for a business. And here the news article was used in a qualitative method, and the impact and importance and impact of CSR efforts and its challenges were its relevant field to the research. And the next was CSR efforts and profitability of firms. A qualitative literature review was used here. The sustainable initiative of Amazon and its contribution for finance. The next one was ways in which a business can profit from environmentalism. Here a qualitative method has been used. And coming to the last research focus is the sustainability practices of Amazon. A case study and literature review method was used here. Coming to the next one is method of analysis. The research data has been collected from secondary data sources based on CSR with the help of keywords like CSR and financial performance, and CSR in Amazon, benefits of CSR and sustainability. The abstracts and the keywords were used to filter articles on the basis of their relevance, so that that the most recent one included the review. A detailed review of the 6 articles were specifically selected to identify the crucial information regarding the CSR concepts and its implementation and the financial performances and also its benefits. The information gathered from all 6 articles to get a perception of what it is, the knowledge of CSR is analyzed thoroughly. The relevant codes to identify the main themes of thematic data has been selected. Coming to the analysis of the data. The thematic analysis is selected based on the qualitative data to understand the patterns from data, like formalizing, like to read and transcript the data for making notes, and then the primary codes formation, which is an arranged information thoroughly and coding to identify the main ideas, and then the themes generation, formation of themes, identified key ideas, and reviewing the themes. That means um, just transforming the themes to make them clear and relevant to the data. And next one is defining the themes, which means the assessing and the naming of the themes. These themes incorporate aspects of CSR activities and of Amazon. Coming to the first theme in the above said is CSR's evolution in profit-driven enterprises. The codes identified here are like browsing experience have evolved and changed over the years, changing aspirations, which means that the the concept of CSR and sustainable development becomes essential component in the modern business management. The companies here apply the concept of CSR to adapt the changing values of society and strengthen its competitive advantage. And also always the benefits of CSR activities or the green practices cannot be noticed in short time because investment in green CSR or green practices benefits the companies in a long term as it's a long-term goal of the company. It also analyzed that the current stage of CSR to a charity to being absorbed in business strategy with the intention of protecting the reputation of Amazon. The second theme described here is about the climate commitments published by Sriram in this article. It is also observed that the profit-driven firms do not implement CSR only to show that they are doing good, but to become a strong strategic element for ensuring a long-term benefit for the business. The green cloud computing is accountable for reducing up to 70% of the energy consumption for tech giants like Amazon. Amazon also takes initiative to use 100% renewable energy such as solar power and wind power. The increasing demand and production of renewable power makes it good for the giant companies like Amazon. Giant companies like Amazon can save at least 10% of their total gains. The next slide is about the Amazon's CSR influence on reputation. Here it's about the public opinion by Martin and Dent and about market value and systematic risk by Stern. Most importantly, organizations incorporate CSR in business strategies as value creation process to influence its key stakeholders such as investors, customers, government, and employees. The Forbes report shows that CSR activities are effective in ensuring financial return on investment as they increase the market value of the firms and reduce systematic risk of the business. The research emphasizes on an issue of CSR being a tool for building public image and a competitive advantage. The next theme here is the implementation challenges of Amazon CSR. The codes used are a strategic move to address the portrayal of greenwashing. Amazon is the world's biggest corporate buyer of renewable energy, as it uses almost 65% renewable energy in its entire business. Amazon faced difficulty in meeting the expectations of the government in different countries and consumers because it's different in different places. Consumers in different societies while implementing its CSR activities. The company focused on implementation of CSR activities but failed to attract its key holders. Here, this article shows us the paradoxes like fake greenwashing claims that would rather hinder the CSR initiative of Amazon. Uh, Findings and results. The first objectives, the evolution in profit-driven enterprises examining. The relevant codes browsing experiences have been changed and it has changed over years and changing aspirations. And then the next one is Amazon's efforts against its CSR efforts against its profit-driven ambitions. The code used is climate condition commitments. It means designing the products or services that comply with the principles of circular economy, renewable sources. And the next objective is to assess Amazon's CSR influences on reputation, stakeholder interactions, and financial performances. Its code is a public opinion, and the competitive advantage can be achieved with this objective. And to evaluate the Amazon CSR implementation challenges. A strategic move to address the portrayal of greenwashing, the lack of transparency, and stakeholder expectations. Uh, yeah, Conclusions and recommendations. We are almost approaching to the end of the presentation. The profit-driven organizations like Amazon implement CSR activities as a strategic management tool. These activities increase the initial cost of the organization, but it's actually a good thing when it comes to the long-term benefits of a company. The recommendations, some of the recommendations I found out are like the organization need to ensure the stakeholder engagement with the CSR activities. And also, Amazon can publish sustainability reports for transparency to the public. It will also increase the profitability of the business by enhancing the brand reputation and loyalty. The adherence to international CSR standards by OECD, ILO, and the Global Compact can be effective for Amazon to form a general framework and good efforts. Coming to the reflections, the GIBS reflective model is used to evaluate the research experience. Coming to the description, the entire research process was challenging for me as I have to do research from the scratch without literature review in the beginning. And the tutor was really helpful, which helped me to understand the concepts. Coming to the feelings, in the initial phase, I was confused with the outline of the research. However, I tried to understand the process that started working on the data collections and analysis. I found lots of sources related to CSR in a profit-driven organization. But later on, I found that most of them were not relevant to my study as my focus was on Amazon alone. Looking after the analysis of this reflection. In the initial stage of the course, I had lots of resources, so I took more time than the schedule to select a relevant source and gather data which are based on my objectives. So, however, with the proper guidance of the tutors and the supervisors, I started working on the annotated bibliography as per the guidance. And in the later steps, I took also help from my colleague batchmates to identify the relevant themes and also the codes which are based on my objectives. Coming to the conclusion, the experience was valuable for learning the research process step by step. I understood the importance of guidance and support from my supervisors and my batchmates in completing the research on time. Uh, yeah, that's it. And yeah, Coming to the action plan, from my experience, I understood that I have to improve my skills in searching for relevant data sources. I will learn to use the combination of uh, Boolean and keywords to get results that are more relevant. That's it from me. These are the references that I used. So that's it from me. Thank you and have a nice day.